So that gives me 2 hours until around about 25 past 9 to try and catch a fish. See if that goes round once more. There we go, there's a fish there. No. Nothing on that one. I've got about an hour left. Hello and welcome to the 2 hour challenge down here in the River Devon estuary in Felixstowe. Tonight, I've literally got 2 hours to get out of the house and catch a fish. So I've come down here to the River Devon. I've got a newborn baby at home that's got the missus looking after it. And I've got my stepdaughter at work. And I have to pick her up at 10 o'clock, which means I have to leave here around about 25 to 10. And it's now, if you can see that, 22 minutes past 7. So that gives me 2 hours until around about 25 past 9 to try and catch a fish. And the mission tonight is just to try and get a fish in these 2 hours. This is first cast, so we're saying 20 past 7-ish. And all I'm going to do, I've got half a pound of rag. I'm literally coming out, like I say, to see if I can catch something. I've got to make do at the minute with any spare time I can get. And these 2 hours are absolutely perfect for me to try and get some fish. Tide's flooding. High tide was around about an hour-ish ago, maybe not even an hour ago. So the tide is now flooding, which means we're going to get 2 hours of this flood. So hopefully there may well be a fish or two about. There might not be. This might be a complete waste of time. However, we will soon find out. 2 hook flapper, little bits of rag. I think that was a bite straight away. I tell you, that can't be a bite straight away. Watch that rod tip. This 2 hour challenge could be done already. See if that goes. Here we go. A bite straight away. I reckon it's a little schoolie bass. Then we come this side. Hopefully you can see that rod tip. If this is a fish first cast, I'm going to stick with this. This could well have been a good idea to come out here tonight. There we go. Give it one more little go and see if I can get this. Size hooks, little tiny bits of rag. If the fish are there, we're going to get them. And I'll tell you something, it looks like the fish are there. One more little bite. Come on. Is it going to be the curse of the first cast fish? We'll see. I reckon it's a little tiny bass. Just casting it on the edge of that flow. The tide is flooding in. So there is a slight back eddy where the edge of these groins go, which causes a little bit of slack water. I'm just dropping it in that slack water. Just see if that tip goes once. There we go. I'm going to reel that in. I think I've got a fish straight away. Let's have a look. Is there a fish on there straight away, or am I completely imagining it? Where are we? Where are you? Oh, whatever that was, I missed that. There is fish here straight away. Brilliant, right. And that's that bottom hook where the rag has been destroyed. So we know the fish are here. So, get some more baits on and see if we can get a fish in these 2 hours. Just had a couple of bites, another little tremble. I think there may be a fish on. I think we're about 10 minutes into the session, maybe 20. I've just changed my bait. See if that goes round once more. There we go, there's a fish there. Question is, what is it? That's if it's even hooked. It might not even be hooked. Size 6 hooks, little bits of rag. And there we have it, the culprit. First fish of the session. Little basslet. Let's look at the time quickly. We started at 20 past. It's now 1:45. So that is the first fish of the session. Little bass after 20 minutes. Happy days. Not bad at all. Let's just have a look at this little fella. Beautiful little bass. That you can't moan about. Little bits of rag, size 6 hook. First fish of the 2-hour challenge. Let's get this one back and get some more baits out. See if I can get a fish this cast. I've changed the camera angle around a bit more, so you might be able to see me walking down to the actual shoreline. I've had a couple of knocks and it just dropped slack, so I might have another fish interested. Like I say, I'm using little size 6 hooks, little bits of rag. Pick up what I can, whatever's out there. I reckon it's going to be all little tiny schoolies, but even if it is, I'm not too bothered. But there we go. There's a fish there, I reckon. Yep, I think there's a fish there. Or maybe not. It might be. Keep it up because it is slightly snaggy out there. There we go. What have I got this cast? Tiny little roach-sized bass. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful little fish. I don't know if you can see the spots on that, if it stops spinning. Real juvenile little bass. Has spots on its back. That is a European sea bass. Even though some people might sit there and say, oh, it's a spotted bass. No, it's not. 100% it's not. Let's just get the phone and see what the time is. Two minutes to 8. Second fish. Great fun. Absolutely loads of fun. On super light tackle. Little tiny baits. The fish are there. Just show you this. This is absolutely beautiful, this fish. Come on. Look at that. That is a little stunner. Like I say, spots on its back. It is a juvenile. However, it is a sea bass. Sea bass, I call them bass, but you know what I mean. Lovely. Second fish. Let's get this one back. Let's see if we can get some more. Right, that tip keeps banging around. We'll give it another couple of seconds to see if it goes again. If not, I'm going to reel it in. There we go. I reckon there's another little schooly bass on there. What we got? A little bit of mayrot on the hook. Oh, there we go. Look at the size of that. Oh, look at that. Third fish of the night. Another little tiny schoolie. What we'll do, we'll quickly check the time. Let me get my phone. So I started at 20 past 7 and it's now 13 minutes past 8 and I've had 3 fish. Just goes to show, if you get a little bit of a time window to come and go fishing and you've got a little bit of bait, just come and do it. I've come 15 minutes from my house and I'm catching fish. Let's get another bait out. Don't know if you can see that rod tip, but yeah, again, there is some slight movement on it. Now, whether that's a fish or not, because it's not very positive, seems to be little slow pulls, so it could be a crab. Because I'm using braid and super light tackle, even the crabs pulling on these hook lengths will obviously give me a bite. It's not whacked round or nothing yet, it's just got some pulls. It might even be some weed. Let's keep an eye on it. If it goes around again once more, we'll reel it in, see what that is. Yeah, it might be a fish. There's a little bit of weight there. No, I don't think it is. No. Nothing on that one. I've got about an hour left, so see if we can get another fish in this next hour. 2 hours. 2 hours is all I've had, and within an hour or so, I think I've had 3 fish, and I think I've got another one on here already. They're only little tiny bass, but it's sport. It's good fun. It's literally all I've come out to do is to catch something. I'm just going to see if that rod tip goes again. Like I say, little hooks. I'm fishing for what is there. I'm not fishing for big fish like I did in my last video. I was fishing for the rays. In this video, I am literally fishing for anything. Little hooks, little baits. Try and see if we can get something out. And that tip did slacken off a little while ago, and it has rattled over since a couple of times. So there may be a little bass sitting on it. But this is a beautiful venue. It really is. It's easy to get to. Fish it on the flood if you do fish it. Flood up. You'll end up on the seawall as it floods. But you're sheltered. And you do get some half decent fishing here as well. It is a nice little venue. Now, do I wind that in or not? Is there a little fish sitting on there? I reckon there could be. I reckon there could be. Shall we give it a look? Yeah, let's give it a look. Come on. Let's see if there's a fish on there, because it has given a couple of bites. Could be something there. It does feel a little bit heavy. Could be weed. But who knows? It could even be an eel. Is there anything on there? That's the top. Nothing at all, just weed. But that's what I mean. I'm using such small baits. These tiniest of fish will be hitting it, and they'll be trying to get these baits in their mouth. And if I'm not hooking them, not an issue, because I think there is plenty there. But as you can see, on the lead weight, I have got a little bit of weed. That is the thing with this place. You will get weed come through, and you cannot really fish it on the ebb. Once it hits on the ebb, that tide absolutely nails out. Let's get another couple of baits on. I think I've got, let's check this time. I've got about 40, 50 minutes left. Let's keep going. Look who I've bumped into fishing next to me. I'd say local legend, but this is more of a UK legend when it comes to shore fishing. Roger Mortimer, renowned caster, angler and journalist. And look at the bass he's caught. Come a bit closer, mate. Show it to the camera.
It's only about 10 yards out. And this is on a 2-0 hook with a whole king rag, so fishing for slightly better fish.
Yeah.
And my first fish this evening, and little beauty. So let's get her unhooked and back in.
Never lose the skills, do you, mate?
Well,
You never lose
you would give me a kicking until...
Oh, don't worry about that. Excellent.
Come on.
Another fish for you to see on camera. As you can see, Roger's now putting it back. And away it goes. Right, let's go back over to my swim and see if Roger gets any more. I'll come over and see you, mate, all right?
Yeah.
Well done, buddy.
Nice, right.
All right, cheers, mate. It's now coming up to 9 o'clock. So, this is my last baited rig going out if I don't catch anything. If I get another one in the next 5 minutes, I will stick another bait out. But that's 3 fish so far in this little session. Let's get this little rig out and let's see if we can pick something else up. Light's fading, and I know that by 20 past, I have got to be packing up, because I've got to be at the stepdaughter's work at 10 o'clock to pick her up. So, I've caught some fish, which I'm happy with. Just need one more. Now that cast is literally on the edge of that tide. So far, the last 2 casts, I've picked up a lot of weed. There is a lot of weed coming through. Like I say, this is a very weedy place sometimes. It's an estuary mouth. They do become very, very weedy. However, last cast, let's see if we can get a 4th fish in these 2 hours of fishing. The time is now 9:15. Just gone. That's the 2 hours up. That's me done. Last cast I just snapped off. I think I must have rolled into some rocks or something like that. But just goes to show you, I came out with some leftover bait, 2 hours worth of fishing, had a little bit of sport, 3 fish. We caught, we achieved what we came to do. Happy days. I just managed to get out and get some fresh air, which is very nice. But anyway, that's the end of the vlog. You know what to do. Give it a like, share the video, give it a subscribe if you want. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you by the water very soon.